Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cyberpunk 2077. I have to say, I cannot wait to bring this to you, ladies and gentlemen. Really excited. I've already played a couple of hours into the game. I wanted to practice with the game a little bit. And in addition, I am going to be attempting to practice using the keyboard and mouse for this. So I thought I'd just kind of decide where I wanted keybinds and such to be before we start getting into this. So as you guys just saw, we are going on hard difficulty here. And as promised on the channel, Corpo is going to be our first playthrough. Now, I don't know what differences these will make to the game. Obviously, we're going to get a different prologue. But for now, we're going to be doing this. In addition, I am also going to be using a controller for driving, because it seemed to be way easier when I was testing it. And now we are going to create our character here. That's really disconcerting that you can do that, but it's pretty cool. Skin tone then, I liked this one. Was it this one? No, it was this one. I think it was this one that was a little pinky. Rotate is E and Q. Oh, I'm not using... There we go. I've changed where all the buttons are, so everything's all a bit different for me. I feel like that's too pale. Yeah, it's going to change as we go through anyway. In any case, this is obviously going to be the character creation here. I do know the hair that I want. It probably looks a bit boring to most people, but this is the one I like the most. The crazy stuff like this, I just really don't like very much, unfortunately. I don't like the weird half-shaved head either. So, it's basically just probably just going to be a standard thing. Although that actually does look kind of nice. I just don't like the fringe bob bit at the front. If it was a nicer fringe, that would actually work for me. Whoa, 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 whoa! No, 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 no! Sometimes it just moves off, doesn't it? Oh, we're going the other way. Where are we now? Not that one. Don't like the Weduta thing. I don't like the bushy thing. Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Although that one's kind of nice, actually. On second thought. It's not bad. I like these ones. Nope. Well, maybe that one, though. It's really wild, though. Let's get the hair colour in. Like the nice strong red. This is Andrase. For those that haven't been to the channel before, this is the character that we always use first. So we have the green eyes. I don't like the bloodshot ones, so I'll go with these ones for now. There are some pretty cool ones. This one looks kind of nice. These kind of matte-looking roboty ones are kind of nice. But a little bit too cyborgy, even though that probably is the way that I'm going to go, if I'm honest. Eye colour, eyebrows. I think I do like two, actually. It has to be one or two. The other ones look a bit just weird. But I suppose that kind of fits where we're going to be. The corpo look kind of looks nice. And we'll keep those dark, just because I think it matches the rest of her face better. So there's other stuff here that we need to be paying attention to. Skin tone, skin type. Here we go. No, it's hair type. It's hair type, skin type. Here we go. I think it's that one I like the best. Yeah, there we go. Just adds a bit of colour to the face. Continue looking at the hair. So let's see how I feel about that one compared to this one's. These are the ones I usually like. Let me zoom out. Right, if we go down to body scars, it'll zoom out a bit. Now I can look at it a bit better. The problem is now when I try changing it, it's just going to zoom in back to the face. Okay, hairstyle. We're going that. That's fine. Eyes then. I can't remember which ones I liked. Can we not rotate this back around here a bit? Here we go. The crazy thing is, we're not going to look at these that much, but if I'm going to create a character that we're going to spend loads of time with, then I want it to look nice. Now the nose. I liked one of the earlier noses. Might be 3. Kind of hooked. Might be 2. 2's okay. Little, yeah, 2's pretty good actually. Not that. Sorry. I think 5 was a good one. That's fish nose. How did I get all the way down there? Nose. 5. I think 5 was a good one. That's mouth. 5. Yeah, 5's pretty good nose. There we go. So as long as I don't have swollen lips, I'm usually okay with lips, it's fine. I'm not a pouty person either. Don't know about you guys. There we go, they look kind of normal for lips. Oh, so we'll change the lipstick in a second. Any jaw other than think like it's 2? Oh, that one's a pretty bad one as well. I think number 2 is just like a big bulky thing. Which I guess is great for some character models, but just no. 3 works out pretty good. Ah, it moved again. Come back. Where are we? Jaw. So we've done jaw, done mouth. Ears, we're never going to see. So unless they stick out for some reason, it's not going to matter. Cyberware. So that's this stuff here. I feel like a little bit's okay. I think it's infit. Like, when it's like double like that, I'm not a fan, but... You can have it off. Doubles, no. Also no. No. Alright. I feel like a little bit like that isn't too bad. But off looks way better, I think. We don't want facial scars. I don't really want facial tattoos. Where are these tattoos? I don't know where that one is. No, we don't need that. Piercings that you can't even see. You can adorn her face with a lot of things. That was pretty nice, actually. Yeah, it's not too bad. We'll go with that. Piercing colour. I like the dark one. Yes. It's contrast with the paler skin. Don't play with teeth. I mean, unless you're one of these guys that like grills. Got gold, silver, and bronze teeth, pink teeth. Just, nah. Makeup. So we want winged makeup. I believe this is what it's called. One of my female friends told me this recently. Because apparently I sound silly when I say lines on face. And I like it kind of dark. I don't know if that's too dark. I do like the... Maybe that, the blue. Although, black just looks neater. Now, lip makeup, I like it to be red. Where are we? So it's this. Oh, that's eye makeup colour. No. Wrong one. I just picked that. This one. Lip makeup. I like it to be... I think it's near the end. I want to say it is the last one. And then we can pick... red. No, I've got it wrong. It's not that one. That one. That's the one. So that's technically red, but it's got like a dark shadowing on it, so it just kind of... I don't know, I think it makes it look nice. So cheap makeup. Cheap makeup. But this doesn't actually look like makeup. Look, most of it's just freckles and stuff. So I could put some shading on her cheeks. But nah, I'm good with that. That's fine. Blemishes. No, I'm good, thank you. I'm a posh corporate lady. Right. Nails. We can either have long or short. I think as a fighter I want them to be short, just because I think that makes sense for the duration of the playthrough. And I couldn't really land on a colour I like. Like, there's normal, but then you've got like all this, and there's these janky ones down here. I couldn't land on what I liked. I think I went with purple on my little practice run. We could do red, but I feel like that's too much red. Got some silver, got weird lines, got checkers. I suppose flames, but it's a bit gothy for the kind of makeup that we've gone for. Pink. Yeah, we'll go with the purple. No, we don't. There's no point in any body tattoos. We're not really seeing much of that. Now, I'm obviously on the censored version. I'm completely unsure as to whether or not you would see the full list of this. And when you look at this goes further down, so I don't know what else it is you would be editing here. Anybody that happens to have fun with it, feel free to let us know. But that's got me pretty close to where I want to look. I think we're all good with this. We can go on to next. So here is probably the best reason that I think, you know, me going ahead was a good idea. So we have all these stats that pertain to different things. View this a little bit like, and I think a lot of this stuff is like Fallout. This game is very much like Fallout, Borderlands, and Deus Ex mixed into a pot. Which is mostly where this game lands. And it is basically the best parts of all of them. So we have body, which effectively gives us extra health, as you can see. It's five static points and 3 points of stamina. You do gain points of health as you level up, and stamina really, for the character that I tend to play, is really only going to care too much about stamina for running and jumping and stuff. And the stuff that you start off with is ample for that. If you want to do a melee character, then body is perfect for you. And this is the kind of game where you can do a melee character because there are heavy RPG elements in this. This isn't like Call of Duty where running in is going to automatically get you killed. Although I wouldn't do that on a hard difficulty because you are going to take a lot of damage. So that's pretty much a hard pass for me. This is also good if you want to use heavy weapons. So if you want to throw caution to the wind, this is pretty good for that. Intelligence is one that I really, really like. I want to do a lot of hacking, so we're going to put one in here, and we're going to put one in here immediately now. In fact, there's a temptation to max this, then put one in the others that I like to use, and then maybe put an extra one into tech. But intelligence is basically the one that governs the most of your hacking ability. I'll show you guys once we get into the actual game the rest of this stuff, but each of these actually breaks down into lots of different sub trees where you do different things, but this is effectively going to have a lot of control over your hacking. And in fact, one of the first perk points that I'm going to spend is probably going to be in here, because this RAM stuff is a little bit like, think of it like MP. We use it to use our hacking abilities, and one of the abilities in here allows it to regenerate in close combat. It does not do that naturally, so that is a pretty important thing to get early on. For me, anyway. Reflexes, then. This is one that we're basically going to use for our weapons. It doesn't seem to tell you there, so increasing your movement speed, maneuverability. Yeah, it doesn't tell you on there, and I don't know why. This controls assault rifles, which is probably going to be the main weapon I use. I do like using a sniper rifle, but I can't see specifically whether or not sniper rifles comes under rifles or if it's somewhere else. I haven't actually spotted where that is yet. But a lot of your gunplay, in my opinion, is going to be a rifle. We've got low body. We're not going to want to run around with like shotguns and stuff. We're going to be trying to keep a distance as much as we can. Even though a lot of the areas are kind of built up and stuff, you are going to be able to like. So with the hacking, we can effectively do this thing called like a shock, which takes a lot of health off of them and stuns them, and then you can just layer a magazine into stuff to finish them off. It's pretty good. So you're going to be using a lot of this, probably. Technical ability is quite useful, and it's mainly used for hacking and opening doors that I've seen so far. It also gives you extra armor. So there's a lot of synergy with the way I want to play here, in that I could put some points into this to gain more armor, and then I don't need to worry about body. Obviously, if you were going for a tanky melee build, then maybe you'd go body and technical ability. Max both of those out, and you are going to be basically... Well, I'm not going to say unkillable, but you're going to be very difficult to take down. Whereas this is probably going to be the stat that I use to increase my defenses. Cool, then, is... like... I don't know how to describe it. It's like the jack of all trades skill, but also gives you stealth. So you can see on there, increases all resistances by 1. Increases critical damage by 2%. In addition, reflexes, I believe it's reflexes, tell me on here. Increases crit chance by 1 as well. So if you wanted a crit build, you would go reflexes and cool. If you want a tough build, you go technical and body. For what I'm doing, it's intelligence, and probably, like skills-wise, I probably should go cool when I think about it. And that's mostly because those two go really well together. So you can stealth around, and there's things that give you extra damage while you're stealthing, and the sniper rifle also has extra damage while it's stealthing. It's just that a lot of the time, enemies pretty much start, well, in some of the main missions anyway, the enemies pretty much start aggroed, so it's not always applicable. But the cool is pretty good. Haven't used mono wire yet, so we'll see how that does. But we can reduce the speed at which enemies detect on this, as you can see on there. Increases stealth damage, all resistances, and crit damage. So it's a very nice all-round skill, a good place to dump stats if you have nowhere else to put it. Speaking of stats then, so there is actually a stat limit of 20 in the game, and we can level up to 50. So we start at level 1, so you can have 49 more points to spend in here. So bear that in mind on top of the 7 that we're putting in now. So that essentially means we can max 2 stats out and probably have enough to get to nearly max out another one. And these dictate kind of how high up the relative skill trees you can get more than anything. You're probably going to want to try and divide things amongst kind of the skill caps, and we'll take a look at that later. But anyway, next. It's going to send us into the game now. And I should be able to show you guys more on that in a second. Leave. I'm just think, am I happy? Do I feel like I need those stats? I might take the one out of reflexes. Yeah, I think we'll take the one out of reflexes. You know, sometimes you just have to fiddle around, right? I think that's actually better for me. Or maybe that is. Mainly because I really like crafting the weapons, and you are in fact able to upgrade unique weapons, and having technical ability is good for that. Plus 5% armor. So that makes me tough to kill. That makes me harder to detect. Yeah. I think technical ability, at the beginning anyway, is edging it out for me. Obviously, you guys feel free to sprinkle them however you like, but this is just kind of how I'm liking. This is probably where I'm going to go. Technical ability and intelligence, maybe. Because you can also craft, like, things to hack with as well. So this all kind of feeds into itself. These are my 3 stats. And I may sprinkle some reflexes if I feel like I really need it, but we'll see. Cool, I'm happy now. I'm going with it. This is Andraste in Cyberpunk 2077. I need to try to be taking photos. Something I've completely forgot to do when I was trying to go through before. Being as we are quite late in the cycle here, I'm going to end the episode right here. This will be the character creation video. Next up, then we are going to be going into part 1 of the playthrough. I don't think you can actually do a walkthrough for this. Anywhere that says walkthrough on this game is lying because of the amount of choices and stuff that you have. So I shall see you all shortly.